Well, folks, I told you it was going to be a quick break. It was a bit quicker than we expected, but, you know, we're back in. We're back right into the action. It's Ascent, not Haven. We lied to you. Sorry about that one, but Keith, this is a bit different than thinking this was going to be Haven as map number 2.
Ooh, and no Corey on the Breach. He is going with the Reyna. Last time they played 13-3 for FaZe Clan, you had the BABYBAY. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Is it BABYBAY? BABYBAY? It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like a cream. You know, so hopefully I'm
like
saying that right.
Ice cream?
Yeah, like a diaper ice cream. So hopefully, you know, I'm saying that right. But a little bit of a different lineup from FaZe. Switching things up. A quick push-up catwalk in the tree, and some will go down without, I mean, any kills. Good thing eeiu is here. Dinked up in the process, down to 31. Recon bolt under the door. He knows how to limbo, and it will spot 2 Boggs.
It will indeed. Daps is coming in from heaven, too, trying to catch somebody off guard, but he is being watched. Corey does so much damage there, being on such low health. It's really going to rest on KOLER, and, well, now just the Omen here. ZachaREEE gets the kill onto eeiu. effys has so much to do, so much on his shoulders. He's done 2 kills, but he needs more, and his health is starting to get a little low. His taps will do nothing, but both these players are in the one-shot range to the body. Dark cover out to wall off one. He's going to go through his own smoke. Spots out one behind the boxes. Might get caught out, though. It's going to be a game of chance, and it's Marved from behind. effys falls down, and it will be the round won by FaZe. The last time these two teams met on this map, folks, it was 13-3 in favor of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a margin. A little bit of a margin. Yeah, not much. I mean, could have been better.
Yeah.
Very straightforward pistol from FaZe. Not a lot to really say about that. A cap burst. They were able to isolate and figure out where Som was. Get the initial fight without taking any damage. eeiu luckily was there in Garden, but it necessarily just didn't really matter in the end. FaZe Clan set up in the 1v2 and Crossfire on site, and now they look to pressure orbs to NRG. In rounds like this, you need to have a goal on your ecos. Obviously, you want econ damage. You want to be able to bait out an ult moving forward. BABYBAY finding 2, and the B side is now open for business. effys gets 1. You're allowed 1 casualty if you win pistol on the following round, and then it's full-blown bonus from here on out. But yeah, I'd say after you lose pistol and any eco moving in general, you'll see a lot of top teams. They'll either force orb because you get something out of the round for no investment, or they'll run at, for example, they'll run at KOLER, or they'll run at Som and try to force out an ultimate, for example, if they had it. So keep an eye on that moving forward. NRG, get out the rifles. And I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit of early engagement. With Omen and the Jett on one side of the map, it's going to be constant one way. So A is going to be an awkward one to contest.
It is. The paranoia has created so much space right now for FaZe. KOLER holding things down from control. Only able to get one. eeiu forced back by the shock darts. Has some information. And one through the wall. Knows another one's coming through, but BABYBAY, undeterred by that information gained, has the trade back to a 3v3. FaZe Clan getting that bomb or the spike down. And, well, it's a good start for them here. The camera going to tag down Som as well. effys holding for a flank, but everybody on FaZe is holed up in the B site. One back boat house that is BABYBAY, Rawkus, and Corey on the site here. Holding down, waiting for, or ZachaREEE rather, waiting. All that information, so much of it gained. ZachaREEE peeking around the wall as well. 1 free kill, effys trades. But the trades will continue to favor this defender attacking inside. BABYBAY puts him to a 1v1. effys with 1 kill, but BABYBAY 4 kills on the round. 3 on the board for FaZe, and it's looking like a continuation of what we saw on Bind. This is looking like a massacre right now. NRG.
Yep.
You can't afford to lose another game. You can't afford to lose another map.
No, you can't. They're getting the timing, and they're getting the fights they want, which is a continuation from what we saw on Bind. The peek in from Marved, free. Takes the fight. Even though he only gets 1 at Shed, it's still fine. And then the switching, the peeking from left to right in Boathouse, really well done from FaZe. No unnecessary peeks or fights. As we are on the light buy from NRG. Damages the goal. Som will one-tap Corey into Oblivion. A dash in from BABYBAY, and it's a little too much, perhaps.
I think so, yeah. I was about to say, FaZe, for being such an aggressive team, don't exactly take unnecessary duels, and then that happened. So right now, FaZe taking those unnecessary duels. It goes against them, but they still have superior firepower and a chance to win this one. The spike is all the way down bottom middle, though, and that's a good kill from ZachaREEE onto KOLER. Teleport from Marved across to try and split the difference here. Neural Theft comes in, though that will reveal the location. Saw him out in the open, exposed, and now dead. 3v3 is FaZe starting to bring this back. daps, though, starting to reaggress here. This could be costly for him. There is an idea and angle coming in from the Sova of NRG as well. Maybe some information there from eeiu, but he's just going to huddle up on the B site, and wisely so. These rotations are being walled off too by Marv. The Stinger not going to win that duel at that range, and all this rests on the shoulders of eeiu.
30 seconds left.
The issue is they have starved themselves of information. eeiu has to go huge. And that was really well done from FaZe. An icing out, not letting the rotates come in, isolate that site player, but don't count daps out. The Sheriff one-shots and a will there, leaving effys with a Vandal if he wants, but he's leaving it. Electing to go with the Stinger.
Cover going out.
One bullet, and this could be all over. Dart cover on the spike. A tap wants the spray to come in from the Sova, but it's not. Rawkus will hang on. He'll let his position known. effys can come through now. Another tap. Here comes Rawkus. Through the smoke comes effys, and he's got time. Really well done from effys. That is textbook smoke spike tapping to get the job done. He'll go back and grab the Vandal. Not wanting to pick it up for the noise cue. I'm getting those vibes. But you know what? He stays composed, and he'll get it across the line.
That was a huge clutch from effys. That could give NRG some life here, but the way he played that, the composure he had, I thought the dark cover was going to be his undoing. I'm like, oh, he just revealed all of his position, but he played it well. He just tapped, waited for that information, forced it out, and won the duel. So brilliant stuff there from effys, and now it's going to be a buyback for NRG off the back of a thrifty round, so pretty good for them. They need to build upon it, though. They can't just keep on having isolated rounds where they have one win, but it's on an island surrounded by red. They need to train rounds together. They need to get some momentum back. And it all starts with this gun round right now. FaZe not going to over-aggress towards A, instead they're going to work their way up short, electing to go find something elsewhere on the map. Maybe some mid-control, but overall, I think it's going to be a B split here, 3 through market and 2 through main.
A lot of space for Marv, but this crossfire is so good. The only issue is KOLER. He's kind of stuck between two plays. You either leave the player, B player, in spawn defending, or sit in this crossfire. And yeah, effys gets nothing. He's forced to peek. And FaZe, they capitalized on a mistake from NRG. They had the crossfire. The player in spawn just sprays the smoke on KOLER's contact. Instead, KOLER feels pressured to go back and help the Sova in deep spawn. He felt like he had to help eeiu, who could just simply live and retake B. So perhaps a little too much attempted there from NRG on too many fronts and just punished. FaZe aren't doing anything fancy, but NRG overreacting, and FaZe take advantage of that from bind and continuing here on Ascent.
Maybe it's nerves from NRG. Maybe it's
it could
a lack
be. It's
of
a big
confidence.
game, right?
Yeah.
A new org, big fresh into the scene, a massive org that just announced, what, a 20,000 square foot castle, basically. There's a lot for these guys to play for. It's the biggest, the biggest event for these guys thus far in Valorant. I feel the pressure, and I'm lucky to get out of plat and elimination.
Yeah. Oh, Som, you need to go huge here. You've popped the blades. You're trying to get something. KOLER's going to invest to run it back, too. So much ultimate economy invested into this round already from NRG. The run it back yields nothing. That could be detrimental here. We'll see things slowing down a little bit across this map. No real moves being made just yet. effys, though, could get pushed up now. Where do FaZe want to end here? They've had no information, really, except for that run it back. Well, now they're moving up mid. Here comes KOLER. 2 quick kills. Marved and BABYBAY down to his hand. And that's a 2-man advantage for NRG. If they can build off of this, it would be huge. I saw him. The blades catches Corey from behind. That should just about secure the round, unless a 2v5 goes the way of FaZe. daps, though, going to get aggressive towards middle, try and shut this down. Has Saw moving up towards Catwalk as well. daps caught off guard, though. A lot of rest now on the shoulders
30
of young
seconds
Som.
left.
He has a Vandal, but he's going to stick with the Blade Storm. The Spike could move its way up through middle, but I think they are going to try their way towards A and in towards the hands of Som.
A little bit of a one-way being tossed, trying to bait out some shots from Som. He'll just sit and guard, and they're running out of time. 10 seconds for them to pressure this.
10
Som has
seconds
to
left.
basically concede and back up. Site is open, little do they know. And I think saving is their only option here. Rawkus back to mid stairs, looking for the operator, and he'll sit and save it. So FaZe getting some damage. Another one, perhaps? Yeah. They actually kill 4 players on NRG. That has a catastrophic blowback. Because you look at BABYBAY's money, he is able to get a gun. They saved the operator. He can drop. Maybe a bit too much being attempted there from NRG. If you kill everybody on FaZe, you're okay. You're kind of like, all right, they can get a couple guns, not a big deal. But the fact they saved 2 and kill 4 of you, this round now is worth double. It's worth 2 rounds.
Yeah. It's definitely a potential reset round for NRG, and they kind of need to win it. They have no real option to lose it. A tag goes in on towards Som. The Hunter's Fury will not connect onto anything else. But Som is still trying to do some damage here, trying to get something. Actually, didn't get tagged, just got spotted. Spike is going down, though, and that is the name of the game here for FaZe Clan. Marved in the back line, too, has just spotted the fleeing cape of eeiu. He's not been hurt either. Oh, that's a free kill. Daps! Daps! Where's the comms? Where's the communication?
They are in absolute shambles right now, our NRG. Having to get on the same page, but that page has miles between it right now. NRG just getting split, constantly pushed and pressured, and they are just falling apart at the seams right now. FaZe have their number, and this attacking side is looking pretty. Opening frags, punished on the hunt, and FaZe now they want to be the ones to hunt a little bit. KOLER thought about peeking, but is the wiser. They'll be able to get out with a couple weapons. Double Vandal, I believe, or Vandal Phantom. The rest of the squad gonna have to just save unless they're forcing up. Armor bought up on effys. He'll be tossed to the Phantom. eeiu gives up his gun for what? A stinger.
I don't like this.
Yeah, no, I'm very... Is it... Maybe because he has From the Shadows, he's going to try to make a play, but I think you just stick with the 2 players and buy next. Again, could be proven wrong, but it is an individual play that has to be made. It's a huge risk.
It's a huge risk with potential disastrous reward if it doesn't go right. I mean, even then, if you still win this round, if you're NRG and you lose a lot of players, you're still going to be pretty darn broke. This is a bad spot for them to be in. They put themselves in a deep hole. Already 5 rounds gained on the attacking side of Ascent, too, for FaZe. It's going to come in towards the B side. KOLER needs to get something. He's done some damage on the BABYBAY, but they need a kill. In comes from the shadows. Rawkus should have it done, and effys has to cancel. That whole teleport play is gone. Sova on the classic. Marved turns it back. ZachaREEE here for one more. Marved and Corey mopping it all up. effys just saved, my friend. There is no chance of a retake for you.
Spike planted.
And you have no cash. He's heard the words, and well, with the neural theft too. There's really no chance of a retake.
FaZe are hunting. They have every right. They can lose 2, honestly, maybe even 3 guns in this hunt. The credits are that bad. They'll post up in defender spawn, the hold cat, and effys. I mean, it sounds crazy, but his odds of survival are honestly better if he just sits still. If he just doesn't move, hunkers down. Little does he know, mid is free, and he's going to start to poke and prod his way through. All clear. And FaZe, they're hunting. I'd say it's a very mild hunt, all things considered. effys gets 1, and I think that is it. He'll be able to escape. He'll tuck into stairs, and all is well. With effys saving, it will... Yeah, that was oddly close. With effys saving, you take a look at the credits. A big buyback now from NRG, definitely coming through. He doesn't save. He is the one who's in an awkward situation, who probably pistols here. And I think they need to force an orb. They need to get KOLER's run it back, whether it be in towards B. A first blood, I would say mandatory.
Here.
Yeah, I agree. I think you really need to get something going with your duelists. You need to activate your duelists, and KOLER has been the better of the two duelists on the side of NRG. But effys right now has been the top fragger for him for the most part. Som, though, here's one. There's two activating those duelists. It's Som winning duels. Here comes Som for our third. Not going to have a fourth just yet, as still there's ZachaREEE out towards middle. Neural Theft comes in from daps, revealing the last known positions of Rawkus and ZachaREEE. And up the catwalk goes daps with that one kill. The chapeau-less Cypher does not get caught up by Rawkus. I thought Rawkus was going to win that duel, but daps has actually won that. An AWP can be picked up too for the side of NRG. Maybe that can give them some life here, but a critical round to bring things back and keep things within the margin of error. I think a 6-6 half is necessary though for NRG for the most part. They drop that AWP over to Som though. That 3 kills for him, absolutely massive. They don't get the ult orb, Keith, but they get the round and they keep it flawless. So I think that's the most important part.
Well, now is the pressure point from NRG. I think your goal here, 4, 5, realistically, 6-6 obviously would be awesome. But you have to be a realist. You have to be honest with the way these rounds have been going. Getting 2 more here is goals. Not relationship goals, round goals. Because relationship goals, well, that's a whole nother topic, Boggs. I won't get into it.
Yeah, I think that's a conversation better saved for a different day.
Yeah. Keith's Tinder dates. A new episode coming on Castaways.
Castaways after party.
Yeah, exactly. After the show. Stick around. Orb gonna be grabbed here. BABYBAY. That allows the daggers to be ready. And I have a feeling if he gets the chance, he'll break it out. Patience from Som rewarded. The lurk in the info play from ZachaREEE will gain nothing. And he kind of needs someone to make a face check and play in the situation. With no info, no sound, you're saving the owl drone for a push up. And if he gets tagged, it'll send him packing here, Bob.
daps trying to be huge here. Does get one, but BABYBAY and Rawkus trade it back to a 3v3.
30 seconds left.
Door getting shut on the garden. Spike going down. Back generator planted for long. BABYBAY keeping a good angle towards the heaven cross with the operator in hand. Som, KOLER, and effys trying to make their way back in. Som has swapped to a Vandal too, trying to get some information, going for a peek here. Goes for the spam. Nothing doing yet. Time still in the favor of NRG, but it's fastly fleeting. BABYBAY spots the cross of KOLER, takes him down considerably. In comes the blades though. But it's BABYBAY with one, Rawkus with another, and Marved with the last. KOLER had one, but it was a consolatory frag, Keith. 7 rounds for FaZe, 3 for NRG. It seems like whenever NRG gets something back, it gets stolen away from them again. There's never any chance for NRG to actually build back into this round.
Really well handled on the attacking side from FaZe. They're just getting ease of access, I'd say, and not a lot of pressure from NRG. A little bit towards A, but very timid. FaZe's response was just throw a dark cover back at them to eliminate the one way that they're throwing. And it's NRG. I haven't seen a lot towards B main. I'm happy to see KOLER here. May elect to run it back and peek with the owl drone. And with that tag coming through, Hunter's Fury's out. It would be big for NRG to get this eeiu just off the mark, and it's instead Marved to find Som towards Cat. Just too many plays being made now from NRG across the map. Oh, but KOLER, speaking of a play that needs to be made, he's going to be the hero of the round. Finally shut down on the run it back. Corey's still stuck towards stairs. He'll escape at a moment's notice with a safe little jump, but he still wants to fight. Big play from KOLER. Again, I talk about individual plays and map control. KOLER just made one, but they can't stop here. I like the bait and switch from daps, but those walls are kind of paper thin.
Yes, they are. He'll go through that dark cover, though, but he doesn't capitalize on it. ZachaREEE sprays him down instead, and that's going to bring it to a 3v3. And, well, trades favor the T side of the attacking side, and it's definitely traded out to an even scoreline. A lot rests on the shoulders of eeiu right now. The lone defender of the B side, KOLER holding back towards mid, and effys all alone on A.
30
Does not have
left.
from the shadows either. Cannot teleport back, and actually the gamble stack has gone towards A from NRG. eeiu needs 2. Recon bolt reveals the position of 1, but it has been destroyed. Now they're going to make their way up towards the short lane. A dink comes through, but he's only done damage. Time. All he had to do was buy time, but he doesn't do that. Instead, the hit's going to have to come through. Up goes the wall for KOLER, trying to get across without being spotted. Clearing out the market as well. Oh, BABYBAY, that's a critical shot there on the effys, but KOLER looking for the ace now. Started things off with 2, trying to end it here. ZachaREEE tagged down so low now by KOLER. Just those taps to the wall. BABYBAY might just peek in on towards this, but no, they're going to yin-yang around the site, around the control room. And BABYBAY with the operator holds the right angle. ZachaREEE 1 health. 1 health. That's living right there for FaZe. Would have made things so much easier for KOLER. But instead, 8-4, the best case scenario for NRG. And even then, that's almost the death toll.
Not the first time we've seen someone peek lane late from FaZe. They've done it consistently. So I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised to see them go for it again. It's been very successful and fruitful. But no one from NRG remembering that or holding it for a little bit. You can see they are visibly flustered right now on this defensive side. They're not able to find the picks on Som. He hasn't come online. The operator's only been in his hands a few times. And you can kind of see the snowball of the credits and ultimate effect. And Marved goes unnoticed, punishing Som. He wants more. The door peek is in, and it's a snappy headshot for Marved. NRG are falling apart, and it's not going to stop. FaZe want more fights. They want the engagement bug. They want this to end, and Marved, what a three! What is that?
How does he get that final kill?
He is just out of his mind right now. I think he might have come through glass, but either way, he is out of his mind right now. The confidence overflowing from FaZe. And to break down that half simply, NRG just didn't pressure. You either fight mid heavily and make them uncomfortable and then just be able to back up and play extremities, or you pressure the extremities and have some give and take. There just simply wasn't any give and take there from NRG. Really, no opening pick potential, no real info gained from eeiu and his recon bolts. We saw a little bit of aggression from KOLER, and it was rewarded, but Som not getting the operator online, caught out a few too many times for my liking towards Cat, and now FaZe with a big lead moving to the defensive side.
Yeah. FaZe when this pistol run's going to get them 10. Everything on top of that is just so much closer. ZachaREEE getting that first 2 on the frenzy. KOLER trades it back, and Som will upgrade to that auto pistol. Retake's going to come through. 3 players through spawn. 1 on the flank towards B main, being watched by effys. Spike finally going down here as the retake is on. Through the dark covers they go, and on towards the site. Good flashbang from KOLER, but he falls to Corey. Som has a trade, looking for more. Gone to run out of ammunition, though, and eeiu only able to find 1. It's eeiu in a 1v2 now. He knows where 1 is, and the other one is on site. Drops down into the site, gets a dink, but not a kill. It's Rawkus to get the kill and the defuse as well, and FaZe Clan to win the pistol round. Both pistol rounds of this map converted for them, and they have 10 rounds. This is looking closer and closer to a mirror of their first meeting on this map, Keith.
Yeah. This is... I mean, I would say that was a must-win pistol. Now, NRG...
Agreed.
You have to win the first rifle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The math... Hang on. Yeah, the math is in from the mathematicians we have in the back room, Boggs. Must win first rifle, or NRG are in trouble. So this is going to be one of those rounds where they have to fight for orb. I think you need something out of this round, whether it be an orb, forcing, getting a couple guns down. You need to force something, and they will be able to get a orb. That one's typically given. It's an awkward contest at the best of times. So they get an orb, and now they can work into some sort of stitched together execute. With daps falling, they'll get B main control on the side of FaZe. And the last 3 remaining going to really desperately try to get the spike down here. They want that money.
It's the Ares, the god of war, to mow them down, though. And it rings again. But here comes Marved. No fear, only aggression. A Bucky kill for eeiu, who seems to be in these 1vx situations so many times. He'll go back to the sheriff and maybe catch 1 more off. Nope, it's the judge at mid-range. That's a... I didn't know the judge was viable at that range, but apparently it is. And 11-3 now, but a must-win round, assuredly, for NRG. They lose this, it's a map and match point. And if you consider the buy that FaZe have right now, there is no feasible way that NRG should lose this unless they don't clear their angles, unless they get caught out by an individual play. There's not even any ultimates to really make that difference. They have the firepower, they just need to clear their angles.
It is a straight up B hit. Rawkus gonna be able to get that recon bolt in. It'll spot a few. Are they gonna clear ZachaREEE? The Ares is ringing out from Corey. ZachaREEE pushes forward. That Owl Drone's not gonna see anything. Here comes ZachaREEE. Good thing Som is quick to pull the trigger. Can Corey's Ares really find more? Oh, they line up. They walk right into the recon bolt.
BABYBAY.
And oh, no way. No way the judge can do this! 2 and the 3rd! Line them up, knock them down. They are not on the same page right now.
Match point.
And that is a perfect example of a round from NRG where they try to force it. They try to follow the Owl Drone. There's the one-way cages, the constant spray-in from the Ares. And then they just cancel too late, too slow, no info, no one spotting mid. They were fully in on that and just too slow to pull the trigger, or pull the plug, I should say, to get out of there. And now they're forced to buy 12-3. We could have the exact same scoreline in which they lost Ascent the last time they played.
This is... Wait.
Paused.
A tech pause at 0 seconds?
Hey, look, we don't make the rules.
No, we don't.
We don't. If we did, I don't know what I'd say here, Boggs. I think 0-0 is still a pause. Definitely needed. Like, so a lot of things have kind of fallen apart from NRG here. The defensive side never really fought B main, never really got orb control, never got info. Mid was relatively free from FaZe because Som just got shut down very early on towards Catwalk. He never came online. His operator was never able to flex around. I was looking for Som to pick mid, have some cool cloud upbursts, get the blade storms, winning rounds essentially, having the operator pop off. But FaZe have done a nice job of using the dark cover, not getting picked. NRG not confident after what we saw in Bind, unable to come collect themselves and get together. And it's just constant plays from FaZe across the map, and they're just looking like the better team. It's simple as that.
Yeah, they really have. They've been winning all their aim duels. They've been playing with confidence, while NRG have looked rattled pretty much since the advent of the series. I mean, yeah, things happened pretty well in the first round for a couple rounds for NRG, but since then, it's been all FaZe. And wait, what's going on? I thought there was something going on in the chat, but yeah.
That's kind of fire. I'm assuming no one heard that update, but
no, nobody heard that.
Immortals T1 going into overtime. That is huge. That's a really interesting game. With I'm just checking the stats with Shanks leading the way, by the way. With Shanks standing in, topping the charts for Immortals with 21 kills on Reyna. Hey, when you have someone standing in, toss them in and let them go ham. You gotta play loose. T1, who I would say have been looking impressive, could fall to Immortals. I'm a big Immortals fan. I think they have a lot of potential and firepower. So it's cool. It's cool to see T1 bouncing back, reforming the roster, and still being able to give it a go. But to touch on this game, FaZe Clan just finding a flat energy, I'd say.
Yeah, FaZe Clan are playing extremely well. They found their form. They found their life. They found their style, I think, is really what it is. They've come into their own throughout this qualifier. Even that first day we followed FaZe through our qualifiers, and they looked really well until the very end. But here we are, into the final round.
Goodness.
Corey, daps, Som, effys, all getting kills. And well, NRG somehow coming out on top of these duels. Som, or rather eeiu with the Hunter's Spirit. For a second, I thought it was Som, and I was a little confused there. But either way, it's going to be ZachaREEE trying to bring things back, but no, it's daps instead. Rawkus, 1v4. NRG, they're going to stay alive potentially, unless Rawkus pulls off the 1v4.
Imagine.
The way this game's been going, I would not be surprised, but it should end in a more acceptable fashion here in this. Maybe not then.
Okay, look at the post plants. I know it's a 4v1, but solo tree, solo site, solo A main, and one solo garden. Okay, daps is going to clean it up. He's kind of been the anchor. 3 kills from daps. A very aggressive round from both teams. They kind of had the same idea. We're going to force mid, roll the dice, and see. Let Valorant take the reins and see which way it guides us. NRG able to win those duels. Bladestorm gets popped. Rawkus loaded with cash. He's going to go for the hero operator. And his squad is going to tape together a buy around it. I think the call should be make sure you can buy next round, but when you're up this many rounds, you kind of have that leeway to be a little silly with it.
Yeah, I think they can just buy up. I don't think it'll hurt them all too much at this point. I think it'll be pretty much just a, you know what? We win the round, we win the round. If we don't, we don't. Okay, BABYBAY playing with fire there. Does not get burned. Does not do any burning either. But here he goes again. Second updraft. Has to dash away this time. And the blades have been expended. First classic doing damage. Not going to take out Som, though. First kill actually went the way of FaZe in the beginning anyways. But now it's back in the way of NRG. 4v4. Look at this flank coming in. It's Corey on this long rotation. Goodness. NRG, they're still stalled out towards Catwalk. Corey's actually going to go the long way around, huh? Interesting.
I like it. No, they have them contained heavily. And Marved, a confident peek in from Garden. A second from Marved. It's been the story of the game. A peek with the recon bolt. ZachaREEE not spotted. If he even gets one, it's so worth. effys has the spike, and he will luckily get out with the from the shadows. Spike goes down, and this is to keep NRG in the tournament, in this game, and it's not gonna happen. Rawkus will take him down. NRG are eliminated, and they just looked unlike themselves. FaZe Clan came in, confident, map control, rolled in pairings, and they outgunned NRG across the board. Box. Did I just call you Box? Yeah, I did. Box.
Well, I guess we have to put NRG in a box here because they're getting shift down into, they're done. They're out of the tournament. They're gone. It's FaZe now in the playoffs. And what a performance it was individually.